Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am, right? So we're getting close to the holidays, we're getting close to the summertime. Trying to get some of that more lean mass on my body and trying to eat some more protein. So we're looking for some breads that are going to help boost our protein. So we're going to make some high protein cottage cheese bread. So I've seen this on a few different people's channels now, 3 or 4. I actually have made a version of it once already. It actually came out pretty good. I got some things I got to change to it, but it came out pretty good. And if it continues to work out, I think we will continue to evolve it and make it better and better. I like the high protein, so I'm trying to get lower my fat a little bit and raise my protein a little bit. So, you know, if you're into some breads, this is kind of based off of Maria Emmerich's Easiest Bread Ever, but with the cottage cheese spin on it. So, so stick around, watch the video, tell me what you think. I think it has some potential. So, stick around and to watch the video. Hopefully, if you like the video and you know, make sure you're somewhere in the video, you thumbs up and you hit that subscribe button and you hit that little bell icon if you're enjoying the content and you want to see more stuff like this. So alright, so I adjusted this camera around so you can see it a little bit. I'm not sure if it's the best angle, but all I'm going to do is I have this blender, immersion blender, and it has this feature on here to do the spin. Now on the cream cheese, last time I didn't do this. This time I'm going to do on it. Cream cheese kind of has like chunks in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually pour it in here. Try to get all that cream cheese in here. And then we're going to spin it and see if we can get rid of all those chunks and make it nice and smooth. So when we mix it with the bread, it actually mixes with the bread easier and all that good stuff. So that was one of the things I'm going to change from the last time I did it. One of the other things I do have to do, I haven't done yet. I'm going to do that right now. Because I'm actually going to turn my oven on too. So I will do that in a second here. So I'm going to put this on here and I'm just going to spin it a little bit. This is a really cheap immersion blender. I guess I should have hooked it up and plugged it all in and everything else. This is the Ace Cool immersion blender. I would suggest if you do a lot of baking or cooking or anything, it's a really cool thing to have in the kitchen. So think about getting one. So we're going to spin this around. That's all there is to it. So that gets it nice and creamy, fluffy. Breaks up all those big chunks so they're a lot smaller. So it's more like a consistency like ice cream. So it's a little bit better. And then the second part of this, so I'm going to set this aside for a second. And I guess I should have hooked up all my electronic stuff first. But anyway, so we're going to take this. I'm going to use, and I saw somebody complaining about this the other day, and this is a brand new one, so I just ordered it, so I'm hoping it's alright. So I'm going to use some egg white powder. So we're going to use 1 cup of this. I'm going to throw a cup in here. Someone was telling me they were having an issue with it, and their egg white bread not rising from the Now brand, which is a little bit concerning to me. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. This is 1 cup of water in here. Now I am going to put a little bit of cream of tartar in here. I'm going to put in like an eighth of a teaspoon or 1/4 of a teaspoon. Next time I go to the store, I got to buy some cream of tartar. So I'm going to put that in there just to help stabilize it a little bit when we whip it up here. And then I'm going to move this, and we're going to pop it up. Put this on. I'm going to mix this up a little bit nice and easy. So otherwise it kind of puffs up and you get a big cloud of smoke. So All right, so I'm gonna take this, put this down. I'm gonna have to plug this thing in now. Sorry for being a little disorganized. That's just that's my cooking style, being disorganized. All right, so I'm gonna let this run for about 5 minutes. Whip these eggs whites up, and then we'll come back here, and then we're gonna mix the cream cheese into the egg whites. All right, so I changed the angle of the camera. Just, I wasn't real happy with the way it was looking, so and I'm looking for stiff peaks. So will that stand up? That actually looks pretty good. Now, this actually rose pretty good, huh? It concerned me a little bit when the other person was talking about how the egg whites weren't whipping up. So we make a lot of egg white bread here in our house, so that was a little concerning to me. I'm bringing my pan out here. Now I'm going to, if you know anything about the egg whites or egg whites in general, when you add fat into them, they fall pretty fast. So what I'm going to do is pretty quickly try to get these together. And we're going to fold the cottage cheese into it. Now cottage cheese, again, like I said, it's pretty high protein. I use, this is the Good Culture brand because it's full fat, and it just has the highest amount of protein, the lowest number of carbs. I got my oven preheated to 350. Actually looks pretty good. So then I'm going to just put this up into my baking pan. I like the egg white breads. My wife's not a keto person. She eats it as well. But I'm thinking if this works out well, we can kind of play around with it. It's actually a little easier to make because of the fact that it doesn't require real eggs, and the egg white bread that I like, actually we use real eggs in because we like the consistency that comes out a lot better. We think it comes out a lot better with the real eggs than it does with the with just the egg whites powder. But that's just our own personal preference. All right, so that's all right. So we're going to throw this in the oven. Last time we threw it in the oven, we let it go for 30 minutes. It was still pretty moist inside, which was a little concerning to me. So I'm going to leave it in there for a few more minutes. The regular egg white breads, we go 35 to 40 minutes. 35 to 40 minutes. So I think we're going to do that with this one as well. We're not quite up to temperature, so I'm going to skewer this. In other words, I'm going to try to put a line down the middle of it so it doesn't get that funky, I don't know what you call it, that funky design on that the egg white bread gets sometimes. So, all right, so we're going to throw this in the oven. Turn you around here a little bit so maybe you can see the oven. Not sure if you can see the oven or not. All right. We're going to throw that in the oven. Even though we're not quite up to temperature, but we're pretty dang close. So, all right, we'll come back here in about 35 minutes and then we're going to check on it. So. All right, so we made it an egg white bread as well. We actually have done some things different with ours. So we've actually incorporated a little bit of almond flour into it just to give it a better texture. So if you'd like to see that, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm going to put this one in and take the other one out. All right, and that one's going to stay, the egg white one's still going to stay for about 40 minutes. So we're going to let this one cool, but that's what it looks like. Nice and crispy on the outside. It actually looks pretty good. Take it out of the pan. I love parchment paper, right? But I know some people were saying leave it in the pan, it will kind of stick to the pan. And they're saying don't even use parchment paper, but that's what the loaf looks like. All right, we'll come back in a few minutes and then we'll take a cut it and try it out. All right, so here's the bread. It did shrink in on the sides, a little bit on the bottom, not too bad on the bottom, but overall not too bad. Here's give you a close-up shot of it. Wow. Hold on. I think I need to get a drink. So. I actually ate a couple of pecans, so never eat pecans when you're shooting videos. All right, so let's take a cut. It does kind of have a texture. You press down on it, it does hold the shape. It does kind of look, it looks kind of foamy, but the texture is pretty good. It doesn't have air bubbles and stuff in it. Tear is pretty good. Let me tear it in front of the, so you can see what it looks like. That's what a tear is like. I actually like the taste of the cream cheese. It actually worked a lot better this time than last time when last time I had bigger chunks in it, so this time I grinded it up a little bit. So it actually worked out a little bit better. So that's not too bad. I also baked it a little longer. I baked it about 5 or 6 minutes longer. So I think that helps, so it's not quite as wet as it was before. So it's not too bad. It's a little more dense. Actually has that. Actually, the cream cheese has a nice flavor to it. So pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I guess shouldn't talk with my mouth full, right? Now for me, this is not too bad. So I'm going to play around with this because I think I could take this and I think I can do a couple things with it. It's not too bad. It's really, really super easy to make, but I think I can make it so it doesn't collapse on the sides a little bit. And again, I guess if, depending on how clean you are or whatever you're eating it, so if you're doing more of a ketovore-ish idea diet, so, and I'm not sure cream cheese is an animal product, so I'm assuming that you can have it on carnivore and or ketovore. And of course the egg white is just egg whites, proteins in it. And then I did put a little cream of tartar in it. You could probably forego that and it would be just fine. But for me, again, like our egg white bread that's going in the oven right now, we will probably, much like this, if I make this again, if you guys like the video, I'm going to play around a little bit and maybe put a little bit of almond flour in it, or try a couple of other ingredients, maybe some whole eggs or something like that, or egg yolks in it, and then see how that goes and how it holds up as well. And we'll do a couple of other recipes. You guys let me know if you like the recipe or if you like to see more experimenting like this. Let me know down in the comments. This is actually pretty good. Now I didn't break down the carbs yet. I do have the recipe written up. I will put it into Carb Manager, and And then from there, I'm actually going to post it on my website as well. So go down and check out Alan's awesome ketoworld.com. And I will probably today or tomorrow, I will put it on the website. See how I already have it written up to do it. Really, really simple and easy to do. So, all right, if you guys like the video, make sure you do the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon over there. The other bread's got another 15 minutes to cook, plus another 10 minutes it leaves in the oven. So I'm not going to pull that one out and compare the two. But if you want to see that one there and the formula and what we've changed to that one, let me know down there, and we'll do a separate video on that formula and show you what we've changed to it and see what you think. All right, you guys are awesome. Subscribe to the channel, check it out. If you'd like to support the channel, because it's not cheap to do all these experiments, especially with the egg white bread and everything else. So if you'd like to support the channel, think about the membership down below and/or use one of the links down there. The links down there, you can go down to the Amazon links. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the channel a little bit because I get a little bit of a kickback from it. So, kiss my keto. There's some knives down there that I have done, so reviewed. So go down there and check out those the links. It'd be truly appreciated. As we kind of play around with all these different types of breads and experiments, and we've ended up having to throw a few loaves away already. So, but hey, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. I really, really enjoy doing this. I enjoy making the videos. You guys keep me accountable. You help me with my weight loss. So keep supporting me. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So go over there if you want to see other great videos like that, and check out this video over here, or check out this awesome awesome link over here, because you guys are awesome. Oh boy. Have a great day.